Hello everyone, my name is DJ, and in this tutorial I'm gonna show you how you can create a shadow effect like this for your 3D character, okay? Here inside Spark AR. I made a tutorial before where I taught you how to create a 3D character with multiple animations using this example here from Mixamo. And I asked if someone wanted me to teach how to create a shadow for this character there, and someone commented there that they want me to teach how to create this shadow, so I decided to make this tutorial. Okay, first thing, it's important that your pivot point are located here at the bottom of your character, okay, because it's gonna be easier to position the shadow under the real character. Let's first duplicate our character. So let's here duplicate. So now we have two of these dancing ladies, and we need to add, of course, the same animations. And I'm gonna just add the same animations here to our character, to our shadow character. Okay, you can even name this shadow, so I'm gonna rename it dancing lady shadow. So I'm gonna bring here the input of the animation, and the same animations I added to the character I'm gonna add to the shadow. And now we have to rotate the x-axis of our character. Yeah, x, so it's gonna be upside down, so rotate it minus 180 degrees. And as you can see here, our character is upside down already. I want to position it like further away so you can see the entire shadow here. Okay, I'm gonna switch this camera to this room here, and you can notice here that our character is facing, the shadow is facing the opposite side. So to fix this, you need also to rotate in the y direction. Okay, 180 degrees. Yeah, now the shadow is facing us, but now the shadow is not aligned anymore with the body. And to fix this, we need to change the scale here in the x direction, in the x axis. Okay, we need just to add one minus in front of the number, and then we have our shadow now aligned to the real body. And another thing I like to do is to decrease the size in the y direction, okay, the y axis. So come here to the editing scale button, and in the y direction, let's make it shorter like this. Okay, yeah, I think like this is okay. And now we have to change the material of the shadow. Okay, so select your shadow character, create a new material. Let's go to material. Let's go to flat, choose the shader type to flat, okay. And let's choose the color black, like this. And now we have our shadow, but it's too dark still. And if I decrease the opacity, I don't know if you can see it from there, but when we decrease the opacity, some regions get darker than the others. Okay, and I try to change here the cool mode to make it, to see if it would fix it. I try to add double-sided, you know. I try to add alpha test, but nothing seems to fix this problem. So I had the idea to use a render pass to transform the shadow in one texture, and then with that texture I can blur the shadow texture and decrease the opacity as well without having this problem. Okay, so let's do that. Let me delete this thing here. I'm gonna add another scene render pass. So let's create another scene render pass. This render pass here already comes by default with the template, okay? The template from Spark AR. So this one comes by default. I didn't do anything here before. I didn't touch this, the patch editor, only to add the animations, okay? And now I'm gonna add another Scene Render Pass, and I'm gonna drag the shadow here, and let's connect to our Scene Render Pass input here. Here you can see how it looks like. Because the background is black, we need to click here and change the transparency to 0. Okay, and now you can see only the shadow. And after this, I like to apply a blur to the shadow. I think it make the result, the final result, better, more realistic. So here in the AI library, there is a patch called blur. Just search here for blur. This one here. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one here. Download it. While downloading, don't forget to give a like in the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel, okay? To help the channel. And I already imported here the blur patch. Drag it here. So let's connect the output of the render pass to the input here of the blur. And after this, we need to connect both render passes using a blend patch, okay? It's gonna be the destination. And if we check here in this first render pass, it's outputting the shadow as well. So I don't want it to output the shadow here. I want only this shadow from this other render pass. So to fix this, I'm gonna delete this no object here. It was this empty object here that was rendering everything under the no object. But now I just want to render the character. So I'm gonna bring here my dancing lady. I'm gonna connect here. Okay. And as you can see, we have a little problem because I'm rendering only the character, and inside it there has no lights. Okay. So I need to bring those ambient lights and the directional light inside our character here. Okay, and now we have our character back. Okay, so now let's blend both outputs. Let's connect the first one, the one with our character, the real character. Connect to the top here, to the source of the blend. And the destination will be connected to the output of the blur here. And let's see here the result. Oh, I forgot to delete the background. Okay, I also don't want this camera background here. And I want the background to be transparent. So let's also make the alpha channel equals 0. And now you can see here that the background is transparent. And when we blend both of them, oops, let me try again. Well, it's not showing here, but if we plug the output to the device, you can see that we have the character and the shadow. So to bring back our camera, let's create another shader render pass. Scene render pass, okay, not shader, scene render pass. And now I can connect our camera to the background input. Okay, so we're gonna have the background of our camera showing. And you need to blend again the output of this first blend to the input of the second blend here, blend patch. And the background gonna be the destination. And as you can see now, we have the character, the shadow, and the background. So now we just need to connect here to the device. Okay, and we are done. And if you want to bring back this, okay, if you connect it directly, the output of the blend to this patch, it's gonna cause this bug here, this glitch. So after the blend, let's connect one shader and the pass. So it's gonna convert everything in a texture, okay? And we can connect here to the image. So now we can see our character with a shadow, with a little blur around the shadow. We can even increase this blur here. Let me see. Yeah, you can increase this blur You can add another blur after this blur to make it like stronger. And now, to decrease the opacity of the shadow, I'm gonna connect here after this blur one multiply, and the output of this multiply is gonna be now connected to the destination. And here I can control the opacity of the shadow. So I'm gonna type it here 0.5. Okay, 0.5 I think is a good number, maybe even less. 0.3. Okay, 0.25. This you can put the number you prefer. Okay, there's no rule for that. So as you can see here, now we have the shadow and we have the character. So your effect is gonna become more realistic when you try it in real life. Okay, so guys, that's the way I figured out how to create a shadow. Okay, if there is another way, easier or more simple, to make a shadow like this, you can let me know here in the comments. But that is how I make my shadows from my word effects. So if you like this tutorial, don't forget to give a like, comment in the video, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.